Yo, yo, yo. Well, for my 4-year anniversary. Wait. Yeah, for my 4-year anniversary, I decided to go with the story of how I became a VTuber. And as you might guess, step 1 is in front of us. This is my first manga. This is probably the most important thing for my VTube journey. Why? This was the thing that got me into anime, manga, late down the line, K-pop, and VTubing. Yes, this is my original Dragon Ball first book, printed in, let's see if you can see that, 2004. I'm born 97. This book is more than 20 years now. I had this for close to 20 years. So yeah, how I started was just these, and let's welcome in Naruto would also be here, since I have all the Swedish, all Dragon Ball, all 42 volumes. I have all 65 One Piece that came out in Swedish. I did not get all of them originally. All the Dragon Balls and all 38 Naruto. I have all of them on Swedish, and I bought them on Swedish. One Piece, I think I had like the first 30 for over 10 years. And then I think it was 4 years ago maybe? I was just casually browsing, and I found somebody selling every One Piece except '41. So I decided to, I bought of them. I sold one to 30 because I hold them, and I really enjoy my copies. So I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna have them. Now I have up to 81 on One Piece. I have watched every single episode of One Piece. Dragon Ball, I checked episode 1 of the originals because I enjoyed with young Goku a lot more than the later down the line, because this, like when he was a kid, there was cool adventures. They were actual adventures, not just battle of the month where they scream. It was actually interesting tactics and stuff. And Goku wasn't an omnipotent god. And the reason back in the day, I think I liked Naruto more than One Piece was because it was more serious and stuff. But now, let's see here. When was this printed? I pre-checked just if it was in beginning or not. 2005. So I guess up to like 15, 14 maybe. I was like, yeah, Naruto is cooler. I still have like One Piece, but Skypedia arc in the books kinda slow. In the anime even slower. Still super important. But I had all of the Naruto. Will I buy the rest of them? Maybe someday. But there was also another one I found down the line while we're still on the anime side. Fairy Tail. I enjoyed the anime of Fairy Tail a lot. Say what you want. I was 12, 14 maybe when I found it. It was like episode 80 or 60 or something around there. And it hit that certain itch of like early Dragon Ball. But a little bit more serious than One Piece. Like early One Piece. So it just was like, yeah, I really enjoyed that series. And I rewatched it on the beginning as. Like the first 12 episodes as. I do like that there are short snippets in season 1, as I will call it, of Fairy Tail. But yeah. I also have other ones in Swedish. Another one, Keroro. Super important because I loved Keroro. But nobody talks about it. It's still ongoing in Japan, I think. But they stopped translating it into English even. I enjoy that because it's like slice of life sci-fi in the best way. If you take Ranma, I have the 15 first of them in Swedish. That is slice of life action. It's not really the same vibe, but yeah, it's like slice of life. I have a lot of manga. Maybe I would one day do all of them, but let's go a little bit further. Like back in the day. Let's go back a little bit again. Let me just put this away. I really enjoyed manga, but anime, there weren't a lot on TV that I could find because I was like 7, 10, and stuff like Berserk. When I watch this is like a sample of episode 1 of Fruit Basket, 3 of Silverfang, 22 of Berserk, and 3 of Ragnarok. I had nightmare after Berserk. That shit scared me so much. But I really had no way of really watching it. I was a poor kid because I spent all my money on games. We will come back to that later. But yeah. I had really did not have a lot. So when I got a computer, my own computer, I got into watching a lot more anime. Like, a lot more. I think for 4 years? Something I had watched over 40? Back then, I don't really remember exact, but One Piece, I watched all of Skypedia. I watched like from the beginning to end of Water 7 during a pretty short time. I remember some days during like a summer break, I just watched like episodes all day. So it wasn't really until later, and then it was also like completely legal, totally not on weird websites. Wouldn't be me. Yeah, anime, like when I started studying like higher education, that's when I was just like, you know what? That's when I came back, because like 2013, 14 was just like, I was so burnt out. I tried watching some, but Attack on Titans, I think around when that season 1 started. I was burnt out. I watched a few episodes. Nah. That season, yeah. I think I was just burnt out on anime because I watched so much for a while. So, I think it was like 16 back Boku no Hero Academia when season 3, around there, was when I was, hey, you know what? Let's try and get back into anime. I still collect the manga on off because reading is a bit more relaxing than watching. Sometimes just like lying on your tummy and flipping the pages. A totally different experience. But it was like, yeah, I watched My Hero, and yeah, it was great. And then I kinda came back into anime. Not really that hard for a while. It was just like, yeah, a series here and there. Until I decided, oh, I will watch One Piece. What got me back into watching anime was One Piece, because I was like, oh, Crunchyroll has the episodes. So I bought Crunchyroll because I think I was going home to my parents, I would want to watch something. And I kinda just spent most of the nights watching that. Not like too late, but just like casually, pretty late. It was just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. So I just started watching, and from like Thriller Bark arc until Wano episode 1017. Whoop. I watched that in a year and a half, 2 years maybe. I was like averaging 3 episodes a day. Really wasn't rushing it too much. Some days nothing, some days 12, 20. Yeah, it was just like, yeah. I really enjoyed One Piece. It wasn't anymore like, oh, this is funny pirate anime. It was more like actually a very good story. I had seen like book like 54 and stuff, where they show like the big 3 time skip things. I was like, oh, interesting. I wonder what this is, kind of, but nah. I had heard some things, so I was kind of prepared when things happened. But yeah, I now watch it weekly, almost weekly, because like this week, today, they didn't release an episode and stuff. But yeah. What do we have then? Gaming. I love gaming, and I love Pokemon. I think, yeah, this is my first. I think it was one of the first game I bought myself for my own Game Boy Advance console. This game is why I'm here today, probably. Because if it wasn't for the Game Boy Advance, that I have a special edition Super Mario and Donkey Kong edition. I loved the Game Boy Advance. It's handheld, you could have it with you. My parents used to have the boat. We used to be there during the summers a lot. I had... If you wonder why the Dragon Ball is in such bad condition, except that I got it when I was 7, I also used to throw some of them in a bag when we were going to the boat to read. Oh. Yeah, I used to play I have over 1,000 hours in these games, I think. I love, like, Pokemon. As long as I can remember, I watched every episode from the first episode until Gen 5. That's when I stopped watching them. Between there, every Saturday, I think it was, or Sunday, or both, I used to watch it on TV. And if I missed it, there was a chance to watch it online. But yeah, I love Pokemon. I still do. There is one generation I have not gotten yet. It's Gen 8, because I didn't get a Switch until Scarlet Wild released. Because I finally got a job so I could pay buy a new console. But thanks to Game Boy Advance, I started actually playing a lot more games. I had my own console. I could charge it. When I was home, I could play it a lot. I probably had like 10-15 games for it. Pokemon, this, Leaf Green, and like all the way up, including Black 2. I bought that. But that's so for another time, like the entire... Why I finished that game like 3 years ago, when I had it from launch. But yeah, I just love handhelds. Game Boy Advance was my first, my own console. I got the DS, I got the PSP, PS Vita. I have a Vita, and then a 3DS. The 3DS I got year 1. I have an ambassador certificate, and the Game Boy Advance games you got for free with that. All of them. Because I love handhelds. And I love Pokemon. Okay. The reason I have streamed Colosseum 1 and currently streaming Colosseum 2, I will call it Colosseum 2 because that's what it is. Is because I remember back in the day, a few of my friends had, what was it? Gale of Darkness. And sometimes we played it together. Not that often, but sometimes I was just like, yeah. Because I remember everybody. Gen 3. I remember Gen 1 and 2, the games. I never played them back in the day too much. I borrowed one of my cousins. Oh, I think it was Silver. And I played through that. I loved it. But that was after like Sapphire. I also think it was after Leaf Green. But Gen, like Gen 4, love it. Gen 5, top 2. I'm not sure if it's number 1 or 2, but it's one of my favorites. 6, 7, 9, will get 8. Don't worry. But it's just like this Sapphire. Let's see. I have everything. I have a trainer's guide. I don't even know if I have flipped through this. For a simple reason. I don't know if I ever actually read through this. For the reason that I was ass at English. I almost failed English classes. Oh well, homework and stuff. Back in like middle school. Because I was so bad at it. But what changed? Why do I stream here, talk okay English on the internet every time I stream, except once and probably a few more times? It's because I got the internet. the internet. Yeah. When I got a computer from school, because I was one of the first that actually got a computer. Spoilers if you read. I put a few dates up to remember them. I got onto YouTube. And I used to watch 2010, 11, 12, 13, 16, yeah, YouTube a lot. That was just, yeah, that was the beginning of the demise, of the end. Sorry mom, dad, if you ever hear this, I used to be up late. Like that's probably why. I also had trouble sleeping early back in the days too. So it's just like, yeah. What do I do then? Well, I sit on the computer until I'm tired and then I go back to bed. Simple as that. Let me... something interesting. Something to watch. Except me. But yeah, like, I used to watch so much. In the beginning, it took a while to, like, learn, but the reason I am so fluent in English is just because I watched YouTube. So, when from middle school, I was pure ass at English. 3 years later, when I was doing, like, in 9th grade, like, the tests and stuff, I got the best score at listening. Like, the teacher came up to me and was like, you got an A. And I was just like, yeah, she's talking about my friend who's pretty good at school. No. I. Because I watch like 3 to 4 hours of YouTube every day. I still can't spell English for shit. I can't spell Swedish for shit. Because I'm bad at spelling and stuff. And yeah, it's just like I learned English because I watched YouTube. And in Sweden, after like a certain, when you're like not high school, like 7th, 8th grade, the media starts to be like, we won't translate it to Swedish anymore. Because now you're getting to the age where you should learn. I should know English. So in that way also it's slowly. Of course you have the text and stuff. I still, even if I watch a Swedish movie, I usually have Swedish text on. Because, I don't know, when you're eating and stuff, sometimes you don't hear stuff, but you can read it. And if you are like, yeah, you have so much trouble reading it, it's so disorienting, I can't see what's happening. That's a skill issue. That's a straight up skill issue. If you are watching dubs because you can't read and watch something at the same time, that's a skill issue. Yeah, we are on games. Okay. Yeah, you can still be there. So, what did I do then? Except, well, I was in high school and not watching anime and stuff. That's when most of my friends were like, oh yeah, anime. Oh yeah. Have you watched this? Nah. Tried to watch an episode. So boring. So much viruses on the websites I totally did not visit. So I was just like, yeah. Then I remember back in like 8th, 9th grade, some of my female friends should be big fans of K-pop. This was like 2011 maybe, around there. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch some of that. I was playing League, so I was like, oh, this Ari dance and stuff. Oh, I'm just gonna like check it out. Oh, this music is pretty good and stuff. So I got into K-pop for a while and still not completely out of it. Please don't hate. But yeah, I was kinda casual watching. But then, I think it was a week after the 2015 October 26th or 27th, like, yeah, 9 years ago, probably like around this date, 9 years ago, I found this little band from one of the bigger studios, Twice. I still like, I watched everything. Like, when they, I don't know if they still do it on that website, but there was a website where they used to have like, oh, live chatting with the members and stuff. I don't remember what it was, so, but yeah, I used to watch those because they used to be out like 3 in the night for me. So I was just like, oh, something new? Yeah. Like an hour or so of casually listening to them. It was wholesome. I really enjoyed. Twice is one of the few bands I still like follow, kinda. I don't watch a lot of that behind the scenes stuff anymore. And it's probably because around 17, 18, 19 maybe? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't really remember exactly the date, but slowly just, yeah, enjoy the music and stuff behind the scenes. Some of their like 10 episodes series stuff on YouTube, yeah, super enjoyable. But yeah, I was a humongous K-pop fan back in the day. Not in the community, because K-pop community is kinda stinky. And by kinda I mean really. So it's just like, yeah. I enjoyed music, I enjoyed bands. I used to watch a lot of like variety shows with the bands I enjoyed. G-Friend was also one of my favorite back in the days. Now doesn't really exist. But this is like, yeah. So slowly, like, nowadays it's just like, oh, one of the few bands I still listen to. Oh, one of the new ones, kinda okay. Don't really, I'm super caught up with the latest greatest. Just like, yeah, this band and that band, like maybe 3-4 I have semi, and I guess semi know about. Don't really watch variety shows anymore because I stream and I have a 8-5 and I stream on top of that. So it's just like, yeah, I enjoy it, I casually listen to it, but nah. So, a lot of this hasn't really been about Vtubing. One of the biggest name in Vtubing. Probably the biggest. Well, not to be a hipster and stuff, but I remember around, I think it was 16? Let's think about 17, I think it was. 16, 17. Yeah. I was my first year in, what was it? College, high school? Yeah, higher education. And I was on, like, usually on YouTube and stuff, still am a lot. And I found Kizuna Ai doing short things, like, super interesting. I kind of watch a few things and stuff, but yeah. And I think I might have watched like Sora or somewhat back in the day. I was like, oh, that would be super fun to do. Okay, how can I kind of do it? And it got like, I watched a bit and it was like, oh, you have to have all of these things and you just have to, oh, the easiest way was use this specific software, and I downloaded it and stuff, but then also we needed rigging models and stuff, and that's, back in the day, was expensive because it was super niche, and I had no money because I'm extremely bad with money. So I was just like, okay. Kinda disappeared. Maybe had a once a few times, like, yeah. But then I think it was during my first year. I had some friends over, and no, first or second year, because I redid, went up, down, yeah, stuff. And a friend of mine showed me. Let's see if I have it. Right. It was one of the ones I did not open on my birthday. But it was Kodone. Probably the biggest reason I got into Hololive Kodone. If there's one person I don't want to watch my videos, it's Kodone. Because I would be super embarrassed, because he's like one of my favorites. If you're watching this, Kodone, click away now. Illegal content. But like, yeah. I love VTubers, and I got into it simply because a friend put on some clips, and I really didn't think about it. But then I got recommended it. This was before Hololive English, so it was a lot harder for me to like find stuff in English. But I was just so in love with Hololive. And there was another company, Niji-sanji. I don't have any merch, so I can show it, but I also used to really follow Niji-san. Not as much as Hololive, but before my VTuber days. But it was just like, yeah. Interesting. Oh, there was so many. Oh, there was something for everybody. And the tipping point for me making my own, like starting stream and stuff, because back in like 14 maybe, me and a friend streamed like 10 streams. We both enjoyed, but slowly he stopped being interested in it, so yeah. And I tried like a few times stream myself, but even when I start doing it, like actually doing it, I still have a hard time talking to myself, because I don't know what to talk about. Even if I write subjects, I don't remember. That's why I brought like physical things to like props to put in here, so I have something to point at, talk about and stuff. But yeah, this tipping point of being a VTuber fan and being a VTuber was Njanners. And we showed you. Like, I remember I used to watch her, like, when she did bad anime cringe raps. Hope she does not remember them, because that was cringe in the best way possible. Still is. But it was just, wait, what? Oh! She has a model. Oh, interesting. I never watched her live, still haven't watched her live. Haven't really watched it in a long while, but that's simply because I forget and I have a full-time work, so I can't really be as on every single point anymore. But like, I used to love to watch like her YouTube highlight reels and stuff. And it was just like, well, she can do it. Checks, how do you become a VTuber nowadays? Oh, V-Roid Studio. A cheap and easy way. Oh, and then, well, do you have to buy like a iPhone or stuff? No! iPhone makes it better. I still don't use it. Mostly because I always forget to fix up the iPhone I have ready and buy like VTuber Studio on it. But yeah. That's just because I am incredibly forgetful. But yeah. I created my own Vtubing. I was like, oh, this new game came out. I will try it a little while before. I will stream it. Just to try out streaming again. It was Genshin, like a week after release. And Vtubing was not that big back in the day. We did not have a tag for a long time. Even if I didn't really use tags because I am bad at marketing myself. It's like, my YouTube videos did not have tags for like 2 years. Because I forgot about them and didn't know about them and stuff. I am a terrible content creator. But it was just like, yeah. So, why did I bring this to stop? Eller end on? I didn't really know what I wanted to do back in the day. Like, when I started streaming and VTubing and stuff, it was mostly because I just want to try it out. It seems fun. The worst thing that can happen, if you ever think about starting streaming, it's the worst thing that can happen, if you don't go extremes, is nobody comes by and you're streaming because you like streaming. And if you don't stream because you like streaming, it will be very hard. I, for a while, tried to like semi-meta stream because it was not that easy to find things back in the day. But like trying new things, trying to do interesting things, like opening Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because I was big into Yu-Gi-Oh 4 years ago. I'm still kinda into like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff and opening boxes, but I haven't done it in a while, mostly because it's expensive. And oh, I bought this new funny things. Oh, and there's something that is 10 times better. But it's like just the joy of opening things on stream. I still love it. I might buy some boxes just to get the feeling out again, because holy shit. Opening stuff's so fun. Like, the reason I haven't done like a follow-up review of the tryout is simply because I don't have a headphone amplifier on the same level, kinda. like a week ago, had a receiver besides me, but I returned the new one because it had the same problems as the old one. And when I plugged it into that one, it was objectively worse. Until I plugged this into that one and redid all the sound settings and stuff. But yeah, I haven't done that because I can say all the things I love about it and dislike about it. But it won't be a good review unless I have something at the kinda same level. So yeah, I will one day do that. I will one day do that review live, because as you probably have noticed on this video, even if I plan stuff, I don't know what to talk about, and I'm best at my semi-rambling kinda weirdness. But it's just like, I started streaming because I want to try it again. Try it for real. Like, not just, stream, nobody came. Oh, one came by or something. No. I want to try streaming for real. Like, try and do it. I think it was back in the day, every day for a while, then school took too much time, so I did it every other day. Then when I really need to I took a break because I really need to do school stuff. Like, we did a year, and it was really important that I actually focused on my studies and stuff. So, since this didn't bring me money, and it took a lot of time, even if it was just like an hour back in the day, it was still, yeah, I need to take a break from it. I've done it a few times, if anybody has been here for that long. But the important thing is not that I took a break, it's that I'm still here. 4 years after, I'm still here. Yeah. I have the same number of viewers as I had 4 years ago, kinda. And I realized why I like Vtubing. And streaming and stuff. I try to do it for like fun things, I try to do things. No. I got back into doing. I came back into liking it, because for a while it was just like, it's time to stream again. And excuses. But the thing that made me come back was when I was like, let's play Colosseum. Let's play Colosseum, because it's on my bucket list. I always want to play that game. That game, I love it. I remember back in the day when we watched like the Pokemon movies and stuff. I saw the commercial for that, and it was just the best thing ever. And then I played it live with you guys, and it really got me back into liking streaming. I did it for one reason. I did it for me. And when I realized the best way to stream is just to do it for myself. Don't try to play like the meta and stuff. Don't try to do everything, like stream 4 times a week just because that's the best for the algorithm. Don't try to play games you don't enjoy because they are the hottest things. Because you will burn out. You will do it not because you like doing it. You'll do it because it's the best way to do it. Can it be a good way? Yeah, absolutely. But don't stream for others. Stream for yourself. Stream for yourself. That's if there's one thing. One thing I can say to new VTubers, old VTubers who feel burnt out. Do it for yourself. Do it for stream the things you enjoy doing. Talk as much as you feel like. Don't try to just do it for the money and stuff. Don't try to do it because you feel like you have to. Do it because you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, your content will be bad. I learned that the hard way. I still don't like my own content. But that's mostly because your biggest critic is yourself. I can also give you one more tip that you start doing, because after you accidentally messed out the audio too much and the entire stream what they were talk stuff and was actually super good, and the audio just was like, nah. I turned on monitoring. That might not be like the most mind-breaking, but most people don't enjoy hearing their own voices. But the best way to start liking your own voices again is listen to it. I might have some EQ on my voice, mostly because the mic I use is really dark. So it's to brighten it up and give it a little more life. Yeah. But still, my voice. I used to hate it. I used to not have it on. But yeah. How can you know that your audios are okay, at least? Like, your mic isn't peaking or isn't super too low. Unless you actually listen to it. How can you know that this is not good if you don't listen? And you don't have to have an expensive mic. You just have to have a good mic. Most people come into a stream and is like, what is the first turn off? A super bad mic. A model? You can have a PNG tube, you can have a custom-made like live 2D model. You can have a Revoid. They click on because you might have an interesting model. They stay because you are funny. And if they can't hear that you are funny or interesting or something, they're probably gonna leave. Audio is sadly more important than people think. But you don't have to have like a Shure SM7B or something. I got it because I like gears. I love gear, but that is expensive. If I could like review gears and stuff, I would love to do it. But yeah. That is too expensive. But like, yeah, I'm still here because I refound my love for Vtubing. And I try to do it like 2 to 3 times a week. This week I had plans for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I think I streamed on Thursday because I got some things on Monday that was stopped. Wednesday I was dead. So, Thursday, yeah. Friday I just decided, no, I will watch movies because I need it. Saturday, full all day. and I was still thinking about what do I want to do today. I was thinking, I was like, yeah, I have this plan now. I in my brain I have a plan, but the plan, I will tell you it, because then I will have to do it, even if I said that like probably half a year ago and probably a year ago or something. But I was going to review perfumes today. I was going to do my entire collection of perfumes, but if I was still gonna sniff perfumes after an hour at this hour, I would not be able to get all of that perfume out of the room before I was going to fall asleep. And see, since I also have work tomorrow, I also need to be able to have at least a decent sleep. And I know sometimes some of my perfumes or samples I have, if you spray 1 or 2 of it, the entire room will smell of it. I will come back to that in that stream, but in both the good and bad way, like holy shit. I will put them in a bag and I will go and throw them away. But yeah, that's kind of my Vtube journey. I don't really talk a lot about it because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to find the energy and motivation to stream. So if I really have like, yeah, this week I have nothing, I can kind of plan it out. I tried like a few weeks ago, like, yeah, this and this day. And I succeeded, and it wasn't that stressful. It was most like, this thing that might take a little bit longer. Oh, okay, it's 19:30 now. Oh, 7:30. I need to start fixing up things and check that everything works and stuff. Yeah, a little bit stress, but not too much. But I was planning to do it next week, but I am just here to have a good time. I don't know how much I will stream, if I ever will stop streaming. I'm just happy where I am right now. And if you go back and watch my things, yeah, I have not that much. If you look at other like VTubers have done this for 4 years and stuff, they might have 1,000 videos easily and like streams and stuff, and yeah. But I don't feel like I do this much because I want to do it, not because I want to hit a quota. Or I think the entire 4 years of VTubing, I have earned $100, and it mostly because of 2 sponsored streams or something like that. And I think it was 500 total for those 2 of 50. Yeah, 50. At least I don't really know exactly how much, but I spent that on this model. I would love to have a custom one for next year. And since I have a steady job and stuff, I think it was a long time ago, I was just like, you know what? I will just start a charity. Because I rather people spend the money they want to sponsor, to like give me, on charity. If you hear this, I will probably have a charity. And if you are like, oh, I wanna give money to this, because for 3 years or something, I had like, of 2 or something, I don't remember exactly. I had like, oh, I have a PayPal and everything set up so people could donate if they want to. But I just felt like, you know what? I have a steady work. I can easily live off what I earn from that. So, why not do something productive? Something good. While I stream. So I decided I will put up charity. So if people actually want to donate to me, they can donate to charity. I have a big plan for next year. Spoilers about charity. I want to do a big charity thing. I really want to do like a big charity stream where I actually get do a big thing about it being shared, because right now it's kind of low-key. But I'm just like, you know what? I want to come out and tell my story in my own way, because if you ever come by a stream of mine, it will always be messy. In the most honest way possible. My streams are never planned more than I will play this game around this time. Usually 8 o'clock Central European time. Today it was a bit later. This would have been a 10 times better video, because then I could like edit stuff and put things up, but this is the more honest way, like this is the me way. Messy, bad. And just like some of my favorite videos I have up are my cooking videos, for the simple reason that back in the day I was like, you know what, I will try and make food and stuff maybe on stream. Kind of like been pretty popular since Geary gotten bigger. But this was way before I got to know about Geary. Love her, would love to be on a show. But it's just like, before I moved, the kitchen was so big that I tried to do a knife sharpening stream. I don't know if it's still public. I think it is, if you really dig down there. In like 3.5 years ago or something, but a friend of mine came by and said, no, you could not hear anything. For one simple reason. The echo was too bad. Because there was insane echo. And especially if you like record things, yeah, impossible. And I was just like, yeah, okay. I do have a photo interest, a big one again. I used to have it like probably 8 years ago, but it slowly disappeared, and then now it has come back again. Because I have the money to actually buy gear. So it's just like, now I decided to use that. I will do a video where I just make food. Will I do it again? Yeah. This is not the last time, this is not the first time. But it's just like, you know what? I did it for myself. And I love those videos. I kind of forgot about them, and editing them makes it like I can stream a day, or I can edit this the way I like it. That is kind of a mix of my streaming ways, like at this angle and a babish feeling, which is a big inspiration for me with the cooking stuff. But it's just like, I do stuff because I want to do it nowadays. I have some stupid ideas. But yeah. You'll have to wait until next year for the stupidest. I have actually planned what I will play after Gale of Darkness is done. And that's most because I got really inspired of a game I never know about. Or I knew about one version of it. So yeah, 2 versions of it. So I'm just like, yeah. I don't really know what more to talk about since this is my journey and it's not done yet. I can promise you that there will be a 5-year anniversary. The 3-year anniversary, I had a lot of plans and things fixed, but yada yada yada. That thing never came out because of other people and myself. Can't really blame it on the other people, but yeah, I was gonna have other people over, but things happened, and also things happened, so yeah. But in the future, I will finish Gale of Darkness. I will stream one more game, and after that I will do a big, probably month. Like, there is a chance that it's like from January, February, sometime, until like November, December next year. Because depending on how big I do it, yeah, it will be a big project. And I am actually very excited to do it. I hope I can get everything correct during the time, like I finish up Gale of Darkness on the next game. That's also why I have one more game before the big thing, because that game is about 20 hours, give and take, because nobody really played it online, except like one person. So it's like, yeah. I will maybe do an announcement thingy for that big event. I will probably do it because there's a lot of interesting tech I will be using. And I want to be able to show it off. Because I really enjoy big tech. It's not new tech, it's big tech. But yeah. I think that's it for me. I will see you guys next time with some more Gale of Darkness. Have a nice evening.